First of all, good evening, Adya. How are you?
Good evening to you as well. I'm doing great, feeling all right. How about you? How has your day been so far? Your week?
Mhm. It's been a busy day, like a typical Monday,
Mhm.
and it has been good. I'm
Mhm.
satisfied with how it is going, and I still have a lot to do.
Mhm.
And it's great to see you for the first time, and I'm excited.
Yeah,
All right, so Adya,
me as well. Yeah, this is the first time we're meeting. Yeah.
yes, Adya, your voice is breaking a little bit. Could you check? I am
Mhm.
happy
Yeah.
to see you here, and
Yeah,
yeah, let's get
likewise.
started without any delay.
Yeah, sure.
Adya, do you have
Um,
something on your mind or may I come up with something?
you can come up with anything, really. Whatever you want to discuss about, we can just proceed with that.
Okay. So, Adya, I would like to choose two questions for this particular
Hmm.
section. And
Right.
I just want to make it conversational and impactful. That's all
Hmm.
what we are going to do. So, let's get started with the first one. Okay.
Sure.
So, my first
Yeah.
question to you is, and you also have to ask one question from me. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay. So my first question to you is, Adya, how important is to be presentable in today's time? How important is being presentable in today's time? And what, according to you, is being presentable?
That's a great question. Presentable can mean a lot of different things because when you present yourself to a group of people or someone for the very first time, I think the first thing people notice is how you have dressed yourself. Um, be it in a formal setting or an informal setting. So, as we term it, the first impression, it really matters a lot. So, this entire thing, like being presentable, it really matters because it gives off a good impression of yourself to that person. Maybe it's someone you're trying to impress in any other way. Maybe it's at a formal setting or like an informal one. Whatever setting it may be, it is very important to look presentable so that you can express yourself by uh, like how people look at you. One simple look, and they should be able to see that how you've managed yourself, how you are or like the way you talk to people, even that matters. That presentable nature of you really helps you stand out, at least because in today's world, linking it to today's world situation, there's so much competition, there's so many competitors in the market who want to achieve this very same position, and giving that particular position to so many different people at the same time, it is not possible. So to stand out, the very first thing you should do is to get along with the rules that that particular organization which you're trying to appeal to presents to you. Go according to it, dress formal, look presentable, and just a neat look itself will help elevate your first impression, basically.
Okay. I
Mhm.
totally agree. And what if
Right.
the question is about the personal space? As of now, you
Hmm.
discussed professional space, how you
Right.
can be presentable at your
Mhm.
professional space. What about
Right.
in your personal life? Because that is also important, I believe.
Your personal life, I believe, when you're meeting someone for the first time, say maybe it is like an online friend you've never really met before, and you're getting to know them for the first time, even that part of yourself, you should not be totally like, you should not let go at the very first meeting. That is the very first impression you're going to leave on this person. You may have been talking before, and this is the first time you're interacting like face to face. So I'd count that also as like a personal first impression, I'd say. So for that, just be polite. I mean, I think the looking presentable is more important, and it goes along with the formal tone more than the informal one. But if we do talk about the informal setting and looking presentable in that setting, I believe just be respectful and like just carry yourself in a graceful manner. I think that'll really help you.
Okay.
Hmm.
And to what extent do you think mm, dressing up well, a
Hmm.
good dress sense,
Right.
is equivalent to being presentable? Is it just your dress, your attire is going to make you presentable, or it just plays a, we can say, mediocre or minor role?
It is it's like 20 or like 30% of your entire impression, basically. The way you dress I'm also again taking an example of a formal setting, the colors you use in your formal attires, the way you dress for a particular like situation, be it an interview, be it a meeting, whatever setting it may be, your overall like dress composition, the way you're looking. It's not just uh like the outer I'm not talking about like a beauty area. I'm just talking about like overall the way you present yourself, the way you're well groomed. Also, that consists is like that consistency is like almost 30 to 40%, but the rest of it is how you maintain yourself, the way you greet people, the way you can not seem very like nervous or like very filled with anxiety. All that also matters because that helps you stand out. The more confident you seem, the more clear you are with your speech, the more friendly, not overly friendly, not over the top, but like also just the right amount, basically. So the more you can be comfortable with presenting yourself for the very first time without being nervous, without being shaky, maintain eye contact, all those factors play into you being presentable and ready, basically. So I'd say dressing itself, it's like 30 to 40% of the entire thing, but the rest depends on how you act, how you behave, your time management skills, and everything, all that consists of that.
Absolutely. Such a
Mhm.
wonderful answer you have given. And now
Thank you.
it's your turn to come up with
Mhm.
one question, a simple one, maybe.
Mhm. Okay, so related to this itself, I believe your overall I want to like discuss this basically how your personal relationship can affect the formal one, or how much should a person, or like how limited of a percentage should it be for a person to like drag their personal problems or whatever is going on in their personal life to their official setting? How much can a person let their personal life impact their professional one, if you know what I mean?
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'll be talking about both the sides.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Hmm.
And it's all right from my experience. Okay.
Right,
Because, yeah, we keep discussing this. But if I talk about this particular thing, to what extent your personal life should be dragged or it should affect your professional life, first of all, keep it poles apart. Keep these two poles apart. Because, Adya, we need to understand one thing: no one at your professional space is there to listen to and entertain themselves with your personal life problems.
right,
They may listen to you, but at the end, I think it is going to backfire you. They are going to backfire you, right? So, this is a kind of risk that you'll always take if you share your personal problems with someone at your workplace,
right.
right? At times, in the beginning or in the initial stage, we think they may understand, and if we share, they might understand or they may help. That is the thought we have right in the
Mhm.
beginning, and we are really naive or innocent to understand the reality
Right.
right in the beginning. I'm talking
Hmm.
about. Of course, with time, with the passage of time, we get such experiences, we get such some setbacks also,
Hmm.
where we get to understand that we were wrong. This should never be done.
Hmm.
Initially, we become friendly, we somehow share things with our superiors, with our colleagues, but
Right.
we should do only with someone you trust blindly.
Okay.
Because
Absolutely.
I think we hardly get friends at our workplace. We hardly
Right.
get. right? And if
Mm,
you get one, of course, you are one of the most fortunate ones,
mm. Yeah,
right? But we hardly get. And if you think that I'll share this problem with my manager and that person is going to understand and help me in some way or the other, you are wrong. Why?
true.
Because that person is also working there and has got many, many responsibilities, and there is a lot on his shoulder as well. And that person is not sitting there to help you like this in your personal life. So that's, I think, one of the mistakes I have done, badly done, and I have learned with experience. Keep these two things apart. That's the best thing we can do. I hope you can relate.
Yeah, I can, absolutely. I can in a sense because we have been studying about this in college, so that part I get that. So yeah, I absolutely believe that because if when the moment you start letting your personal life affect your professional one, all of it will get mixed. You will neither have privacy in your personal life, nor will you have privacy in your professional life. So I think mixing the both of them would could really result in something very unfortunate for you.
A
So yeah, I
blunder.
completely agree. Yeah, yeah,
All right.
definitely. Yeah,
Absolutely. And you won't be able to focus anywhere,
right.
right? Because somehow you are distracted and
Mm,
somehow you have disturbed both these important aspects of your life. So shouldn't be
yeah,
done. Okay.
definitely. Yeah.
Now, Adya, since we are meeting for the first time and we are meeting at a point where this year is about to end, and
Yeah.
I would really like to hear and listen to your experience. I want a quick flashback of this year from you. How was this year for you? What was that defining moment? And if you faced some hardships, if you had some proud moments, whatever you had, I want you to share something, some good or maybe bad moments.
Yeah, sure. I would love to do that. So, I had my boards early this year, and then I completed my boards. I like got like a pretty big break, like the most board students do, and then um, I decided that I want to move out of the state. I'm gonna go study in a whole different state, and my parents were like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." That was the very first time I was getting out of my state. Let alone my like entire city. I hadn't been like leaving my city, right? I left my city, I left my state, I moved to a completely different area in India, and then after that I decided to join like college in a different area. I'd never been to this place that I'm currently in before, right? So it's like a huge like new different like area for me. And then my parents decided that it is finally time to let me be a bit more independent. So that is also a huge part. Um, they let me manage a lot of stuff by myself without really being all that involved like they used to be. They're a bit more worried, but also less worried. They're a bit less concerned about my overall thing, but they're also definitely really involved in my life still. So yeah, that's something. I mean, I did a lot of events, a lot of fests in college, won a couple of certificates, like a couple of awards, volunteered in a lot of stuff. And the first semester was pretty short because, it starts from like the middle of the year. So like it already ended, like my first semester. So that was like really quick, but also a lot of things happened during that time. I met a lot of different people, I made a lot of different friends, all from like different areas of India, which is really insane to me because I never really went out of my, hometown that much. So this entire experience is really new to me. And then I started taking sessions, joined like an entire different company, and then I, started working from home. So all of this has been really new to me. I'm still getting used to it, but it has mostly been a positive experience for me till now.
Wow.
Mm.
So I believe this is something where you are experimenting a lot of things.
I am,
College
yes.
lives, college life, and a complete transformation, attending fest events, and then working somewhere, everything.
Right, yeah.
How does it feel? Is it an enriching kind of experience, Adya?
It feels liberating. It feels like I'm finally doing something for the sake of myself. It is helping me emotionally. It is like helping me become more just liberated in nature. So I feel like, yeah, I'm grateful for all that that's happening. Yeah.
Hmm. And what really didn't go well?
Wouldn't go well. The entire move was a bit confusing for us because, like, living without my parents, it's like a huge deal for my family, right? So, like, all that was really messy. Like, moving together, maybe we'll live together, we'll not live, living in a PG, living in a hostel, whatever that is. All of that part was messy. But other than that, meeting new people, getting to know new people, it was pretty easy for me, surprisingly. Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful.